My name is Gideon. I am 9 years old, a Swiss grade 3 student. This summer, I walked into MSA STEM OCT camp. At Mast STEM Academy, I have experienced a whole new perspective of science. This is Mr. Rick. He teaches the class under the microscope where we can discover and learn about a whole new invisible world. During classes, we use microscopes to study different living organisms and get a much more closer look on what they look like. Have you ever seen the cells of a leaf? This is Miss Val. She teaches the class the magic of sound, where we can experiment with different materials to learn how sound can affect and benefit our daily lives. In this class, we used a tonoscope and salt to see how sound moves depending on the different pitch levels. It's amazing. Last but not least is Mr. Welch. He teaches the class the magical circuit where we are able to use different circuits and wires to learn how different electrons, neutrons, and protons work together to create electricity. Look, I made a light circuit.
Aloha, I'm Mr. Rick from Hawaii, and I am teaching a class called Through the Microscope. This week, the students were learning to find organisms in the water, on land, and non-living things that we are learned about in class. Besides the things in the microscope, there are about 4 things I really want the students to learn this last 2 weeks. One of them was collaboration, learning how to work together. Another one of them is communication, learning to talk science between me and them, and also between themselves, and learn new science words. The third thing is to learn to be critical thinkers and to ask questions and to try and be curious about the things in the room and the things they are seeing in the microscope. And so besides just learning about the microscope, I have other STEM kind of scientific activities that I want them to be good at. Aloha.
I'm one of the teachers here at Mast STEM Academy. And I'm really enjoying being here because what I am doing is getting children to think. And one of my topics that I am working on this year is the magic of sound, investigating the properties of sound waves. I always think, because they're little ones, that they learn best through play. That's what children do. Behind me here is my concept map. This is the way I like to teach my children. I like them to look at topics and then begin to investigate how those topics intertwine and relate to each other. I would enjoy meeting each and every one of you someday in a future course. Thank you.
Hey. My name is Bernie Welch. I am teaching magical circuits. And magical circuits is a way for students to understand the practical side of electricity and how electricity is used. I've been teaching physics and science for 37 years. The course, Magical Circuits, offers the students the opportunity to apply what they know in a practical way. We've built series and parallel circuits. We've troubleshot different problems with things that we built and made them work. Most importantly, our students now gain a skill they can help other students work. It gives them an idea about electricity, how it can be used, and it empowers them in a way that they would not have had without the experience of working with it firsthand.
Created something with what?
Vibrations.
Vibrations? But they sound different. Why?
Because of the pitch, the high and the low sound.
High and low sounds, right. So if it's a high sound, it's vibrating
Fast.
and if it's a low sound, it's vibrating
Slow.
slow.
大家好，我是波比的妈妈。我们从北京过来，然后通过2周的学习下来之后呢，波比回来跟我说，他特别喜欢这边的老师，这边的老师，非常的热情，有耐心，然后在课上给他讲了很多有趣的知识，他非常的喜欢，所以我们也很开心。这个假期能到 MSA 来度过。
My favorite class is Mr. Welch class. It's magic circuits. I like Miss Val's class because we can make little instruments. My favorite teacher is Mr. Rick because I like look the microscope, so I like Mr. Rick class. The most thing I like to do in this camp is I like to learn magic tricks. I learned the most ancient things is how to make the light circuits. Math STEM is awesome! Overall, after attending this summer camp, I have learned and experienced many new things, made many new friends and unforgettable memories. I learned about biology, sound, and electricity in a completely new way. Until next time.